The Civil War was over. The South lay in ruins, and 4 million formerly enslaved people were finally free. But what did freedom mean? How could a shattered nation rebuild itself? And could it truly create a society where everyone was equal? This was the monumental challenge facing America. The 12 years that followed, from 1865 to 1877, became known as the Reconstruction Era. It was a bold, chaotic, and revolutionary attempt to literally reconstruct the South and redefine the very meaning of America. The goals were ambitious: rebuild devastated cities and farms, bring the southern states back into the Union, and most importantly, secure civil and political rights for African Americans. At first, President Andrew Johnson favored a soft approach, which allowed southern states to quickly pass discriminatory laws called black codes, limiting the freedom of African Americans. But Congress pushed back, hard. They passed the Reconstruction Acts and 3 landmark constitutional amendments. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery. The 14th granted citizenship and equal protection under the law, and the 15th secured the right to vote for black men. For a moment, it felt like a new dawn. African Americans voted in huge numbers, elected their own representatives to local, state, and even federal office, and established schools and communities. It was an unprecedented wave of progress and political participation. But the backlash was swift and violent. White supremacist groups like the Ku Klux Klan used terror to suppress black voters and restore white dominance. At the same time, economic systems like sharecropping emerged, trapping many freedmen and poor whites in a cycle of debt and poverty that looked a lot like the old system. Then came the Compromise of 1877. In a controversial political deal, federal troops were pulled out of the South, effectively ending Reconstruction. This decision abandoned African Americans to the mercy of state governments that quickly rolled back their rights, ushering in the long, dark era of segregation. So was Reconstruction a failure? It was certainly unfinished. But it wasn't a total loss. The era planted the seeds of equality and justice. The 14th and 15th Amendments became the legal foundation for the civil rights movement nearly a century later. Reconstruction was a brief, brilliant experiment that, despite its tragic end, left an enduring legacy. It proved that a more equal America was possible and reminded future generations that the fight for liberty and justice for all is a struggle worth continuing, no matter how long it takes. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, be sure to like and subscribe for more.